The Komen Oklahoma Pink Stiletto Gala is tonight at River Spirit Casino, and we're excited about this. The program is going to include special remarks from Komen's featured guest and speaker, Pat Smith. And Pat has been gracious enough to come in this morning. Welcome to Tulsa and welcome to 6 in the morning.
Let me, was it 6? Yeah. I'm late, y'all.
No, you're good. You're good. We've been on since 4:30, but let's not talk about that.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Well, no, thank you for having me. Leanne, you're such amazing. You're amazing. I mean, we were just talking, y'all, before y'all even came on to hear us. And I'm happy to be in Tulsa. I've never been to Tulsa.
And we're so excited because you're going to play such an integral role in our program tonight. Tell everyone your story and your journey, awareness of breast cancer.
So it started for me, I'll be honest, it was my mother. I was 17 years old, had just gone off to college, and I can remember my mom and my dad, helping me pack up, and us taking this caravan to, to JMU in Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I was so excited to be getting away, that I was grown and ready to.
On my own.
On my own,
yeah.
Right? No rules. But quickly, within a couple of weeks, it really hit hard when I got a call from my sister saying that Mom and Dad are not going to be there for Parents Weekend this weekend. Mom's having surgery. She's got breast cancer. And literally in that moment, and I can remember, and I don't remember a lot of details from the past, but I remember, on my bunk bed in my dorm room, just feeling, first of all, just shock because I'd just seen her and she was strong and vibrant and beautiful, to my mom's gonna die. Because you have to remember, back in the late 80s, breast cancer was like a death sentence to most people. And that part, for me, I'll never forget the pain and the hurt and the fear.
I'm impressed, though. Your mom found the lump herself. She actually sought treatment. A lot of women in the African-American community, it is kept secret. And that's what we're striving to educate women in Tulsa and Oklahoma, because nobody wants to talk about it. It's taboo. But for your mom to have had this, and then, of course, made you, your sister, you have daughters as well.
Yes.
Unfortunately, your mom passed away. She was diagnosed at the age of 50.
And I'll be 50 this year. So that, when I look at it from that perspective, I'm like, wow, she was so young, Because I feel young,
right? Your life is all ahead of you.
Yes, and I want to be here for my babies and my grandbabies.
Right.
So I can't even imagine what she felt sitting in my shoes at this age.
Double mastectomy, but no chemo or radiation.
Not until it came back. So came back 5 years later. Her dream was to see me graduate. And she did. She was there at graduation, and then it wasn't long after that she passed on to be with the Lord. So the only time I remember her having treatment was when it reoccurred in her chest area. And she had chemotherapy. And I can remember walking in on her one time. All her hair was gone. And she wore a wig. So like you mentioned, a lot of women did not want to talk about it or share it. I had never seen my mom without her wig.
Right.
So I remember walking in, and she was in the mirror just staring in this gaze at the mirror, and I just remember her just rubbing her head and just having this look that I don't even know how to describe it, other than I felt like I was in the middle of a moment that I wasn't supposed to be a part of, and I just kind of slipped away.
But it gave you a glimpse of obviously what she was going through, and now here we are. You, by telling your story, you're educating other women. You went on that year to become Miss Virginia USA, which was probably your second goal, graduate and then do this event. You won that year, the first African-American woman to ever do that in Virginia.
Yeah, girl, you're my pageant sister.
Yeah,
I heard you did Oklahoma.
Telling you, I'm just loving the fact that your mom was an inspiration to you, still continues probably to be that for you.
Oh, I mean, literally, she drives me every day, because she was such a vital. I mean, imagine a little 13-year-old coming to you in Chesapeake, Virginia, saying, "I want to do pageants," and she's like, "What? Like, what is this about?"
Right.
But as moms do, she jumped in there with me, and she was that one over the years who just kept pushing me and fighting for me. So I had already competed like 3 or 4 times and lost. She passed in June. I won in October.
That just gives me chills. It gives me chills. And she's going to tell much more tonight at our event. We can't wait for that. And of course, here's the other side of it. I didn't even get to talk to her about her husband. Who are you married to?
you know, it's this really good-looking guy with these like pretty teeth and still got little muscles. And guess what? He can dance. And he played for
a team that we all love, the Dallas Cowboys. Emmett Smith's wife. That is amazing. And you guys you do charity work. And
he's Pat Smith's husband.
I just started, you know, as soon as I said it came out of my mouth, I almost grabbed it back in. Tonight, that's exactly how it's going to be. I will totally introduce you that way. We hope you'll continue to support Komen, Oklahoma as we strive to educate women and to fight this disease and maybe one day find a cure.
Oh, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I'm in it for the fight.
I was going to say, if you're in it, we're going to fight it for sure.
We're going to fight it.
Great to meet you. Thank you for coming to Tulsa. We so appreciate you.
Awesome.
What a
Thank
sweetheart.
you.